Hello guys, my name is Temidayo Omoniyi and I'm a data analyst for your research. For today's section, I'll be showing you how to embed Power BI report inside of your Jupyter notebook. So this is our Jupyter notebook, right? So the first thing we need to do, we need to go to our Power BI desktop. So this is my Power BI desktop over here. So this is a simple report of the Nigerian census data taken for basically 3 different years, which is 1991, 2006 and 2016. This is just a very simple report of our Nigerian census data. So the first thing I need to do, I need to go to my home tab and I'll go to publish. So publishing basically means I'm publishing into my Power BI web service. So I just click on publish. Okay, I have to save first. So it's going to open to my workspace. So it's going to open my different workspace. You can see I have three different workspaces. I have my workspace, which is my personal workspace. I have Nigerian census data and I have organization data type. So I'll select the Nigerian census data and I'll click on select. So what it's going to basically doing is publishing it into my Nigerian census data. So it's showing successful, right? So I click on open. So from open, you can see now it has opened the report for me. So this is my Power BI online, or you can call it Power BI service. So my Power BI service is also the same thing as my Power BI desktop. So what I have here is also the same thing with what is online. You can see basically the same thing. So this is just the first step. So the next step now, I need to copy my group ID and my report ID. But first, I have to go back to my Jupyter notebook. So my Jupyter notebook. So the first step, I need to pip install my Power BI license, which I've already done already. I've done this already, so it's successfully done, right? So the next step, I need to import all necessary library, right? So I need to import my Power BI license for my report. So I click Shift Enter. So Shift Enter basically means you're running. So the next step, I need to put my group ID and my report ID. So I need to go to my Power BI report. That's my Power BI web service again. I'll copy the URL of my report of my group ID first. So this is my group ID URL. I'll copy the ID, which is here. Ctrl C. So I come here for my group ID. I put a double quote and I paste it. So for my report ID again, I go to the same place. My report ID. I copy all of these. Copy. I go to my Jupyter notebook again. For my report ID, I put a double quote and I paste it here, right? Then I press Shift Enter, which also means run. That's Shift Enter. So next step now is my authentication. So I'll come here. This is code for authentication. I press Shift Enter. So for the authentication, we'll be using the Azure authentication. So it has generated a code for me. This code over here. So I copy this. So I click on the sign in web page here. So I need to log in my device. I click here. It's going to open a new web browser. I'll paste the code which I copied inside of here. Then I click on enter. That's next. Then I'm going to select the account I'm using. So this is the Azure cross-platform command interface. So I'll click on the account I'm using. So I'm using my developer account. So after that, I click on continue. I have to show successful. So that's successful. That's all. So I go back to my report. So it's working now. So I go back to my Jupyter notebook, right? So I come to here. I need to generate the report now. I just click Shift Enter, which is also the same thing as run. It's going to generate a report for me now. Voila, you can see how simple this is. So this is my Power BI report, which I've already embedded now in my Jupyter notebook. So I can be analyzing. You can see all the slices are working. The slicer here is working. The same slicer is also working here. So it's basically filtering. So I can select different states. So the cool thing about this is that my Power BI report is already embedded in my Jupyter notebook, right? It's still the same report that is on my Power BI web service, which is also here. It's also the same report that is on my Power BI desktop, which is also here. So guys, I've learned a lot. This video is brought to you by your research. Have fun, guys, and bye.